We're playing 4 ROM hacks in a row. I'm hardcore nuzlocking them. This is the Rayano Gauntlet. Don't do it. I think this kills, though. Oh, me. That's a really bad death. It lived by 1! My strategy's doomed! It's okay, it's Renplat. You can throw away all of your water mons. Okay, we gotta prep for a rival fight. I haven't really found a niche for Garchomp yet. So this rival fight is a huge problem. It's not a super safe line mostly because I don't know AI in this game. The thing is, I don't have to pick Ape for rival not to have Ape, right? But that would obviously never be the case. But I'm saying, like, I can still have Empoleon Torterra and just start with Empoleon instead and pick Torterra second. And that way I have to fight the Empoleon rival instead. Which seems easier. I feel like the Torterra rival is probably the easiest. Wait, no, I would fight the Torterra rival in that case. Because there's no Breloom. I don't know, the Azumarill is also a huge demon. Anyway! Focus Sash Machamp, Karate Andy, der Boss vom Hinterhof. Show him what's up. So this should bait Azumarill. And I believe this should be guaranteed Aqua Jet. So I can go here. Choice Band Leafeon, which should outspeed. I'm plus speed. I've got good defenses. Choice Band Leafeon, Leaf Blade should outspeed and kill. And this should bait Heracross for Megahorn. Perfect so far. Choice Scarf Pelipper, setting up Rain. Beautiful miss. We Hurricane, which is perfectly accurate here. Great animation. Scarf Pelly outspeeds that. Okay, this is Breloom. It doesn't care for 4x super effective moves then. So this is Stone Edge. So you could say, hey, just Hurricane again. But this has a Sash. And this has Stone Edge. There is a problem now. Because Megahorn missed, I'm actually not 100% sure that Stone Edge is always a kill. So this could be Spore on the switch. The idea was to go Focus Sash Jinx here. And then kill it with Fake Out into Ice Beam. Hoping that my minus speed Jinx still outspeeds this. I think there's a good chance Pelly is dead here. I think I go to Leafeon and try to get myself put to sleep. Leafeon has good defense. Like, the only problem with that then is that the fighting move is Force Palm. So Jinx could get Parrot on the switch instead. Which would also destroy me. Also, I don't want to switch into random move Bullet Seed. How do I recover, though? Oh, man, I should have taught some other move to Leafeon. But I guess Leafeon could take... Worst case, Leafeon takes off the Sash, dies. And then I revenge with Pelly. Stone Edge. One time. Nice! And now, please outspeed despite being minus speed. We Fake Out to take off Sash. Nice. I think I was expecting that to be Ape, right? It should be Fake Out. So it's raining, so its Fire Blast has way reduced damage, so its best move against Clefable is going to be Thunder Punch, and we don't care if we get paralyzed because we're Magic Guard. So show me Fake Out. Nice. I think Thunder Punch is still going to do a ton. And we have Choice Specs Water Pulse boosted by Rain. Should kill, I think. Oh, that does way less than I thought. Nice! Very cool. That Infernape was really hard for me to counter. I had nothing in my box that, like, could take all of those moves, but Rain reducing the Fire Blast damage is what I needed there. And now this is Curse, Body Slam, Crunch, Slack Off, Snorlax. Notably no rest on this, so it will eventually just succumb to Toxic. And it's that easy. We can do this all day, Snorlax. Any GSC OU enjoyers in the chat right now? Anyone else reminded of something here? BKC, where you at? +3 crit, about to beat you the f up. I don't think so, man. I think I'm gonna be okay. I should probably start doing damage so that he starts slacking off, right? To reduce the chance of him critting me. Easy. Nice. Very fun line. I love focus sashes, man. We can tune a lot of rules to make Renegade Platinum harder if we really want to. I think intermediate level caps for boss fights is probably a good idea if we're going back to this game at some point because we wipe somewhere else or because we wipe here. I definitely want to play with infinite focus sashes. I think it's so fun. I think I would ban leftovers before I would ban focus sash. Okay, we got the Riley fight coming up next. All right, this is a really threatening team. I have another really aggressive strategy, and I literally couldn't find a... I'm using 3 focus sashes, and I still couldn't find a way to not sack something on this fight. This is so brutal. I do have Fuego Ironworks. Yeah, I got Magneton there. Okay, so the idea is... It's buffed Butterfree. This thing is pretty good. The idea is we hopefully one-shot this Absol. Baiting in Salamence, which has Power Herb Fly. We're Sash. It's hopefully not minus speed Mence, so that he outspeeds us, and we can proc Sash and then slow U-turn. Very nice. Scarf Jinx. Bait Metagross for what should always be Meteor Mash. My bad. I think it's fine. I just have to sack. This just means I have to sack Butterfree now instead of later. It's gonna be random move Ursaring after Machamp takes this kill. That's completely fine. Okay, I think I maybe have an idea on how I could save Butterfree potentially. Dude, chat telling me to fake out with a Pokemon that's out for its second turn and is locked in because it's Choice Scarf is peak. I love you guys so much. Let's risk it. Bullet Punch. Nice. Show me high jump kick. Now the question is, does he still see kill with Bullet Punch? Probably not on Gengar. I am Sash. I could just go for the kill. The problem is that that's random move Metagross. I could be faster. I'm pretty sure I just kill with Shadow Ball. But I guess like even if Metagross starts going crazy, I always have the backup of sack Butterfree into Machamp, right? Nice, he didn't Bullet Punch. This should kill, right? Sick. Okay. I only need Gengar for pivots. I don't need its HP at all. I could just go for the Shadow Ball here. But this is the last time that I get a guaranteed move from this. Because I have no safe pivot. That works. Gengar kind of crazy for this fight, huh? Okay, so the two Pokemon left are Ursaring and Slaking, and they have the same type of coverage. It's both of them have a normal move, a fighting move, a fairy move, and Play Rough, and then Protect and Slack Off, respectively. And Slaking is True End, so it's easy to abuse, and the Ursaring has a Flame Orb, so it's gonna die eventually. I could still stay in here, but I think that this is probably Protect. This can only be Play Rough. So now Steelix has to tank a ton of Play Roughs. But we will probably have an opportunity to rest on Slaking at some point, so it's potentially fine. I should definitely take this switch. And I did not get a Protect TM this run, because I wasn't willing to farm the Safari Zone for it. Oh dude, Steelix is so fine. Like, even with this in Guts, we're taking 0. And now we can just go back here on the close combat. And then here on the Play Rough. He likes protecting, apparently. I'm really glad I took the risk there to save Butterfree with that switching of Steelix on Lucario. Like, it would have been disastrous, obviously, if that was high jump kick into Steelix, but like, there's a chance that lives if I can be super real. It's gonna be tough. And like, now we have like, Butterfree's a good Pokemon. Like, the times have passed where I have like Mons in my box that I can just sack. Like, I've used up all those resources, and there's a bunch of more hard coming up, so I'd rather keep it going, you know? Yeah, we should just Sludge Bomb. Oops, I'm sashed though, it's fine. That does nothing. He was out of close combats. I forgot to count. But I mean, it's free, right? This might be full restore, actually. Yep, I'm okay with that. Okay, we just 2-hit KO. Gengar kind of broken, huh? Alright, this is Play Rough. I can just kill this with Sash Machamp if we want to do this a bit faster. I gotta say, I was expecting that to kill. And now it's random move. Oh, no, 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 no! That was like the only way I could have messed this up. Guys, Slaking is so fast. I mean, he's confused. I'm not even sure if Hammer Arm crit kills Steelix. Yeah. Good health calcs, what can I say? I'm just too good with it. Nice. Another riskless fight. Encounters. I know you get the egg here, but we can just hatch that elsewhere. B1F, B1F. Graveler, Dupe, Golbat, Dupe, Lairon, Mawile, Sableye. Nosepass, Rhydon, Steelix. I'm not loving it. Okay, B2F's the same encounter table. Or, okay, we fish for guaranteed Quillfish. We do need it the 50-50 for Swift Swim here, otherwise this is like way worse. Rain teams kind of go crazy on E4 in this game, no? No wonder Manap bans that Okay, it's Intim. God damn it. It's still decently useful, but probably not an E4 mon then. I think I would have heavily considered this for E4 if it was Swift Swim. Oh yeah, I've been seeing a lot of confusion on pChal daily. Minus speed again, bro. At least it's minus attack, but come on. I've been seeing a lot of confusion on pChal daily about how I'm accessing the PC and all these other quality of life features. This is a custom patch of Renegade Platinum that I had commissioned. We are planning on releasing it. It should be out in the Discord, the patch, but I think the creator wanted to patch some more issues and glitches, but it'll be there eventually. What is the item here, Chad? Is this worth going for? It's made by Calais. I'm playing it right now. It was posted. Oh, never mind. There you go. Okay, I can fight these one by one. I would definitely prefer that. Masquerade, Cradily, Hippodon. Okay. Oh, where my boy Gyarados at, man? Getting my ankles broken. Oh my god. That was so much damage. Bro, chill. Hold on. This should be Air Slash. Oh, I forgot that this is part water. I'm getting owned! No! I was thinking about, oh god, that's such a bad loss, especially because I forwent the steel type and, oh god, that's really bad. Yeah, I thought Bug Buzz, or I thought Air Slash was highest damage there because I forgot that this is part water and not part flying in this goddamn game. And then it's probably like buffed special attack too. Because I was like, oh no, random move Hydro Pump is like fine because like, it's just Masquerade, it doesn't have that much offense, but it's got buffed special attack. Oh man, that is a horrendous loss to a fucking random trainer too. Well, I still got Empoleon for Steel, but it's so much worse. Dude, Steelix's by far the best Pokemon in my box. And like the carry of this run for sure. That's so goddamn bad. Especially after greedily going for Quillfish here instead of just locking in another Steel type. This is pretty scary. Oh man, I was really confident in this run when Steelix was still alive, but it's mostly that like I mean like it's hindsight, right? But like am I really gonna go for another Steel type in Iron Islands, anticipating me to lose the Steelix here? Like I don't know. Maybe I should have done that. But like I also have two other Steel types in the box still, so was pChal actually competitive in StarCraft 2? I was like top 8 Masters. I think at my peak I was not that many wins from Grandmaster, but this was also during Wings of Liberty. I think a lot of people were pretty heavily elo inflated during that time, like towards the ends of Wings of Liberty. And also I played Protoss, and this was during a time when cannon rushes were really good, and that's mainly what I did. And I was just really, really good at cannon rushing. And for some reason, even at that level of ladder, some people still had Honor and wanted to play macro and Protoss versus Protoss. Yeah, Steel type gym leaders are always pretty free, right? Let's do this. Alright, Specs Zard Flamethrower should kill this because it's Levitate. Dre should have made it so that the Byron fight is randomized, but the only thing that's random is Bronzong's ability. I just killed this, right? He just gave me a free kill. Okay, so AI does not see... Oh wait, the Levitate doesn't matter, right? Yeah, okay. I definitely kill this. I love how he's a Steel type leader, but bro is holding a shovel. Wait, what do you think a shovel is made of? Anyway, this is Head Smash. Let's pivot through Marowak. Yeah. Nice, that works for me. I mean, Aqua Tail's not gonna kill me, I don't think. I think I just outspeed and kill with Boomerang if I don't miss, right? Oh, I'm actually slower. That did nothing! How OP is... That's not how that interaction works. Is that how it works in Gen 4? That's crazy, I didn't know that. Alright, good to know. This is full restore, right? So I just Rock Tomb. Or I could just Earthquake because he used Focus Sash, but whatever. Okay. You know what? Is Metal Burst also broken in that way? Or do I actually just... I mean, I'm just gonna kill him here, right? I'm fucking Thick Club. Yo, Marowak's kind of nice with it. I don't remember the last time I've used a Marowak in a fucking Nuzlocke, man. This thing sucks ass. I'm staying in here. This can boom, and this is the Pokemon I would want it to boom on the most. I could just go Magnezone. But I do so much damage. I think I can maybe sweep here. I'm slower than Magnezone for sure, right? And if I kill this with Magnezone... Let's just do it. Let's just keep it going. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, dude, Poliwrath is damp, actually, now that you mention it. That's such a good point. But now I kind of don't want to switch into this anymore. I mean, that is the safest play. Because it's got no other damaging moves. It's only got Gyro Ball for Poliwrath, so... Flinch. That does nothing. Okay. Should have gone to this first, then I wouldn't be poisoned, huh? It's fine. He has another full restore, though. I think close combat kills from here. Nice. Probably didn't need that crit. I'm -1. This should only be Thunderbolt. Just go Garchomp, right? Why does Byron not lead with us? Because he leads with Light Clay, Double Screen, Stealth Rock, Bronzong. I mean, that's pretty good in theory, but the problem is that it's Levitate, so you just always bring your Fire type, put it into Blaze if you have to, put a Choice Specs on, and then you just always kill the Bronzong. That's probably the main problem with this fight. Honestly, it wouldn't even have to be randomized. If the Zong was just heat proof, like, it's going to be a lot harder to find a kill. You could just bring, like, a Choice Band. I don't know, it probably doesn't matter. Steel types just suck, I guess is the point. Garchomp's... I think we used Garchomp earlier, right, in Iron Islands, but he's finally showing up. He's had enough of this shit. To me, One Piece is the single greatest piece of fiction ever created. Oda over Shakespeare. See, I would respect that opinion if I had the feeling that you had actually read Shakespeare. Like, I know you're trolling, obviously, but I'm just going to take you at face value here because it's an interesting point. But if I imagine someone who makes a comment like that in earnest, it's never going to be someone who's read Shakespeare. Not because I think Shakespeare is so much better than One Piece. I have no idea. I've also never read Shakespeare. But if you've read Shakespeare, just by that alone... By having that fact about you alone, you need to present that to the outworld because you're so proud that you've read Shakespeare that you would never compare it to One Piece. I'm thinking of a concept of a different type of ROM hack specifically made for Nuzlocke where the world is split between the main world and some sort of underworld. The only Pokemon you can use in the underworld are Pokemon that have been killed in the main world, and ghost type Pokemon can be used between both, being destined in the main world strategic and value. That sounds pretty cool. If you end up making it, please make it short. Please don't make it 300 fights. Whatever ROM hack you are working on right now, the #1 thing I need to do is to make it shorter. Idea for a perfect Zin lock will never come to fruition. Was that where you have to add an additional Zin into your mouth for every Pokemon that you lose? I tried that once back before it became cool, because I'm like that. In like 2018, because my Swedish friend had a bunch of them because they're really popular in Sweden. They hadn't really taken off in the US yet, I feel like. I've smoked for a pretty big portion of my life, so I'm like no stranger to nicotine, but oh my god. I had to take that out after like 5 minutes. It was way too much. But I guess it was just a strong one, right? My friend, my Swedish friend told me, I mean, we were road tripping at the time. This was when we were on vacation together. And he would literally, his bedtime routine would be to brush his teeth, get into bed, and then go like, oh, and now it's time for the good night, the good night zin, or the good night snooze, and he pops that shit in. Unreal. Bright Powder Crobat, I learned my lesson. I taught Shockwave. I pre-burned Magnezone so it can't put me to sleep because for some reason Chesto and Lumberries are a very limited resource in this game. You could probably just plant them and get an infinite amount or whatever, but I actually have been enjoying playing with limited berries here, so let's do that. I sleep with my pouches. I heard I don't know if I heard this on like a podcast or something, or if my Swedish friend told me this, I can't remember. But someone said that they left their Zins in overnight, or that they leave their Zins in overnight and it always gives them nightmares. I was like, this is literally the South Park episode about Chipotle. Like, maybe if you have nightmares every night from your Zins, like, is it maybe at some point not worth it? Should always be this should be fake out. I'm getting less and less confident that Scarf Machamp outspeeds, but we'll see. This is a good limit test, I guess. Let's check beforehand what the base speed of Kanga is. This is 90 base speed. This is a good bench test. I feel like there's no way this outspeeds, right? It does. Okay. Okay, Machamp, you've been missing a lot of kills on things that I thought you would easily kill, but it's fine. I think it's minus attack, right? No, it's minus defense? I don't know. Anyway. Okay, so we apparently outspeed base 90 Pokemon with Scarf Machamp. That's pretty crazy. I think I underestimate how good Scarf is. Because Machamp is 55 base speed, but I don't think you can just multiply the base speed times 1.5. There's probably a formula, like a, what do you say? There's probably like a ballpark formula you could use to about estimate what base speed it lets you outspeed. What was I doing on this? Oh yeah, Empoleon. I didn't teach any super effective moves for some reason. Alright, time to dodge some flinches. Badge Boost is not a thing in Gen 4. I mean, I understand that EVs and IVs influence it. Obviously. EVs are not in this game though, so... Assuming zero IV... assuming zero EV and average IV, there's probably an estimate, like a ballpark estimate, that you can say where, if you ignore natures and stuff, of base speeds that you outspeed with a Scarf. Let's Scald for the burn chance. That's probably, like, really good to know for this run. Like, actually, like, super, super, super important. It might not even be, like, a linear... Like, that it's always the same multiplier, right? Depending on how stats are calculated. I really thought I would struggle more with that Yanmega, but it kept protecting one, and I have lefties, so... Right, this has Explosion, but I have Damp Poliwrath, so it doesn't do anything, and it's only got a Euro Ball and Payback, so it's not going to do any damage. Oh, this is Levitate. Poliwrath has been putting in work, man. This thing is pretty crazy. But like I always say this, right? Poliwrath is like one of my favorite water... It's maybe my favorite water type to use, like, that's like decently common. I just think it's so useful. The cool thing about water types that have a secondary type, that's not like ground or rock or something, is because they serve as really good counters to other water types that don't have that, because they have a secondary stab to fall back on. Tentacruel also falls into this category. They deal super well with like water ice types. They deal really well with rock types because they actually have a rock resistance. I'm talking specifically about Poliwrath in that case. Tentacruel not so much because it's even got the ground weakness, but... Did you revisit EK Calculus? That sounds horrendous, no? Okay, well, I'm pulling on walls this, and I'm Vital Spirit, so he can't hypnotize me. But he can paralyze me with Body Slam. Nice burn! Good. Penguin kind of the GOAT? I love this guy. Choice Scarf speed increase from IV is the equivalent of 0 to 8 base speed, depending on the IV. I guess that is good to know. That is consistent. That should be independent of the base speed, right? Because IVs always add like a flat amount of stats to your stat, which is why having high IVs and low base stats is better. So I guess we should be able to derive like a pretty consistent amount of variance from that. So you said you regret picking Empoleon and we'll pick Infernape going on from there. That's not what I said at all. It's also just not... That doesn't make any sense because you get 2 starters in this game. I specifically regret picking Turtle first because that means that my rival has Empoleon. But I also did say that Ape would go crazy in this game. A constant amount of variance. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Right, we go to Route 217 now.